Hi, I am Rajkala. Today we are going to learn on the importance of interior decor in hotels. Interior decoration is an art of beautifying the rooms and other indoor areas of the house so that they become attractive, comfortable and useful. Architecture and interior design are closely related. Together, they comprise the creative efforts where the primary objective is composition of beautiful and functional space by using the principles and elements of design extensively. Therefore, interior decoration is concerned with expression through furnishing, furniture, accessories, etc. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to understand the need for interior design in the hospitality industry, principles of interior decoration in hotels. Approach for selection, decoration and furnishing of an area. One approach for selecting, decorating and furnishing an area is to seek or express some definite idea or theme in the room and to keep certain points in mind. Let us see them one by one. Functionalism. Every phase of planning should be based on some function with places to lounge, eat, play, etc. The place that does not allow its occupants to find peace, comfort and relaxation is not functioning well. The second is formality. An interior that expresses formality also expresses dignity, reserve, strength and impressiveness. Features that contribute to its effect of formality are unbroken lines, large spaces, symmetrical shape and forms arranged in equal distance from the center. Informality in interiors is expressed through modest size, asymmetrical balance and broken lines. The third is lines. Lines have positive emotional significance. Man has associated definite elementary ideas with vertical lines because his own position of the body has suggested those ideas. When a man is standing, he is ready to run and pull the things. Diagonal lines are too active to be used much in the hall, for they express restlessness and these can be used in discotheques. The fourth is form. This is the most important element in home planning. Without beauty of form, color, texture and decoration are of no avail. Even utilitarian articles may be so beautiful in form that they are able to inspire man as much as the fine arts do. Two essential functions of form are that the object should suit its function and the material from which it is made. The next point is texture. Texture refers to the qualities that are perceptible through the sense of touch. It gives valuable character and beauty to objects, interiors, buildings and gardens. One of the first decisions to be made in furnishing a room is the choice of wooden furniture. For all other textures used must be in harmony with wood. The texture of any single article is not considered separately but as a contribution of the total effect of the room. When the full possibility of this element is utilized, plastic, glass, metal, wood, cork, leather and fabrics can be combined into a symphony of textures. Next is pattern. The term pattern refers to surface enrichment and applies to both two-dimensional and three-dimensional object. Surface pattern contributes liveliness and interest to a room. Many rooms are dull because of a lack of pattern, whereas a room that is restless and exciting usually has too much of pattern. One should use pattern on at least 1/4 of the total surface area. Next is light. It is an art element as well as a utilitarian element. It has certain emotional effects also. Light that is too brilliant exhausts us physically and is offensive aesthetically as loud as noise. Therefore, light must be controlled according to the needs of various places. Artificial light is not only a functional utility but also a marvelous flexible art medium. It produces unity by diffusion throughout the entire room. Show contrast and emphasis by bringing bright light to important areas, while subordinate areas can remain in shadows. One can bring rhythm and continuity to a room's furnishing by lighting together various points of emphasis. Next is space. A sense of beauty and space makes us want large undecorated walls and floors which abound in space. Appreciation of space is the cause of our using small amount of furniture and concentrating it in groups. The next important part is color. The presence of color creates a depth. It is the most powerful tool of a designer. It brings life, beauty and appeal to a room regardless of the cost. When choosing colors for any establishment, it needs to be remembered that there are certain architectural and psychological aspects of color. Colors can apparently alter the size or shape of a room or add to its peace, quietness, warmth or cheerfulness. Example: reds, yellows, browns and the darker shades of most colors are warm and advancing colors, and when used on an end wall may shorten the apparent length of the room, or if on a ceiling may lessen its apparent height. Cool colors like pale greens and blues and lighter shades in general are receding colors and make a smaller room look larger and gives a very cool appearance. While some people have a preference for one color more than the other, it is recognized that many colors have similar effect on different people. So, in order that the occupants of the room should not be disturbed by colors, the function of the room should not be forgotten when colors are chosen. The entrance hall should look inviting. The lounge, suites and bedroom should be restful. Bathrooms should be clean but not cold, for which pink or peach may therefore be a preferable color than white. Restaurants should have a relaxed atmosphere, while bars should be bright and cheerful. Colors may unify an area but may be affected by the amount of light falling on them, the type of surface and the surrounding colors. Color is frequently used in conjunction with the pattern and texture, and this adds interest to a decorative scheme. This may help to create an illusion of greater or smaller space. Vertical strips or designs which tend to move the eye upwards will make a room seem higher and a narrower room look narrower, and vice versa with the horizontal lines. Too much of pattern is disturbing to the eye, so it should be used with restraint. If two patterns are necessary, they should be different in character and one should be dominant than the other. Similarly, with variety in texture such as soft, smooth, matte finish, rubbery and rough surfaces, much more attention is required in the selection. Therefore, for good decoration, the colors, patterns and texture should be best suited for the particular rooms. All three should be introduced to the room by floor and wall coverings, furniture, furnishings and fittings. In hotels, a maintenance program can be planned so that wall coverings are renewed every 2 to 3 years, soft furnishing for every 4 to 5 years, and a complete change of decoration will take place when the room is refurnished. The next we will see on floorings. Flooring often outlasts other furnishings, so many decorative schemes have to be planned to fit in with the existing floors. The tendency is, where possible, to have fitted carpets throughout the house, as these provide only one floor surface to be cleaned, gives a warmer appearance and seem to add space and make for easier furniture arrangement. A carpet square or a number of small rugs may break up a floor area and reduce the room space. A plain carpet is suitable for small rooms, rooms with patterned wall or upholstery to give an appearance of spaceness. While a patterned carpet can have a design keeping in mind the size, style, function and atmosphere of the room. It is normally chosen for large rooms with plain walls and upholstery, where staining and soiling can be expected and where the floor has to give a good appearance at all times. Heating and ventilation. The comfort of a human body is dependent on it being surrounded by moving air of a suitable temperature, humidity and composition, and it is important that these should be produced with minimum amount of cost and inconvenience and with some consideration of design and decoration of place. Individuals vary as to their idea of suitable conditions, but it is generally accepted that there should be a temperature of 15 to 20 degrees centigrade, a relative humidity of 40 to 60%, and not less than 2800 cubic centimeter of fresh air per person per hour. Most places such as bedrooms and lounges should be ventilated naturally by use of windows, but for places like bathrooms, cloakrooms, kitchen and restaurants, some mechanical means may be necessary to introduce the fresh air and extract the stale air. In modern establishments, full air conditioning plants are installed where filtered air at controlled degree of temperature and relative humidity enters the individual rooms. Next, a very important topic on flower arrangement. Flower arranging is an art and requires creativity. It is not a mechanical process, but something that must bring pleasure not only on completion but also while making it. Its purpose should be to bring in cheerfulness. Flower arrangement is a composition of form and color. The composition can be of flower and foliage together or separately, but it must embrace the four basic principles. They are design, scale and proportion, balance and harmony, and rhythm. Now, what is the purpose of flower arrangement? Flower arrangements are a very important part of hotel housekeeping. This is because the presence of fresh flowers and foliage visually brings the nature indoors. As fresh flowers are changed almost daily, a new detail is added to the interior on a regular basis. Flowers fundamentally create a positive bias in the human mind. This perception of the guest can be utilized to the hotel's advantage in creating an impressive ambience. And a good flower arrangement can convert a dull corner into a beautiful, lively space. In all the hotels, flowers are used in different parts in the form of flower arrangements. Sometimes the other types like garlands and bouquets are used to welcome the guest. The arrangement used vary in size from place to place, area to area, like the large ones are used in the entrance hall or in lobbies, restaurants, coffee shops and suites. Medium size arrangements are used in banquet halls, staircases, corridors, etc. The smaller ones are used on tables, buffet counters, reception counter and staff's office. Very small ones are placed on the dining tables in restaurants, coffee shops, center tables, bathroom counter or similar places. It is the responsibility of the housekeeping department to keep up the arrangement, to place them at proper spots and change the old arrangements. Sometimes it is the job of the housekeeper to prepare the arrangement, or it is done by any florist on a contract or part-time basis. Now, let us see on the different types of flower arrangements for different places and occasions. Triangular shape, they are placed on the reception counters, lobby, corner tables, side tables, etc. The right or left facing triangular shapes are always meant for corner tables. Crescent shape, because it is a one-sided arrangement, it is always placed along the wall and not to the center so that only one side is visible. Torch shape, this arrangement can be one-sided or both-sided and is placed on the buffet tables, corner tables and reception counters. The larger ones are used in banquet hall or lobbies. It should always be placed against the wall. As it is a tall arrangement, it should not be used on dining tables. Fan-shaped arrangement. It is a one-sided arrangement and is to be placed along the wall, side table and corner tables only. Hogarth shape. It is also a one-sided arrangement and is to be placed along the wall or corner tables only. Flower arrangements on a dining table. The flowers and foliages should be fresh and clean. No such flowers should be chosen that are infected by insects. Aromatic or fragrant flowers should not be used. The flower arrangement should be small in size so that people sitting opposite can see each other. The colors of the flowers should be chosen according to the container, table layout and the theme. Very bright flowers should be avoided. Next, coming to lighting. Lighting plays a very important part in the comfort and safety of the occupants of the building. Like color, texture and pattern, lighting contributes to the decor of a room. However, beside aesthetic consideration, the housekeeper also has to think about the efficiency and safety of lighting. So what is a good lighting? Good lighting should be in harmony with the function of the area for which it is intended. The basic purpose of lighting is to eliminate the darkness as well as to light up the area in most decorative, practical and efficient ways. It is a well-known fact that without light there is no color and hence its importance. Therefore, lighting is given a lot of importance by the hotelier, decorator and engineer, mainly because light is a science which has to be blended with beauty of the building or structure. Lighting fixtures and their placement are developed after taking their aesthetic as well as functional aspect into consideration. Let us see on the different types of lighting used in various areas of a hotel. It is dependent on the requirement of the area because each and every area has its own importance. Light is used in every part of the hotel. So let's see the type of lighting required for the different areas. Entrance and lobby. This area should be well lit and illuminated. The types of lighting that can be used are high power pendant lighting, chandeliers, illuminated ceiling, lighting wall and false ceiling. This is done to create an atmosphere of welcome and cheer so that the guests can feel the warmth and welcome. Mirrors can also be used to provide reflection so that the amount of light gets encouraged. Reception desk. This area should also be well lit but not very brightly illuminated. The lighting can be done by light fitting or light can be provided along the panel on top of the counter. This is done to attract the guest attention towards the counter when he enters the lobby. Bars and lounges. In the lounge, pools of soft light from the table lamp makes this area welcoming and attractive by creating small focal points. In bars, the buffet should be well illuminated with natural colored lamps so that it doesn't distort the color of the food. The tables should be with a small table lamp with a steady base, not radiant flecks, yet the overall effect may be subdued light, creating an intimate atmosphere. Next, coming to the restaurants. These are often dimly lit to create an atmosphere, but there should be attractive pools of light. An overall dimness is oppressive and the human eye takes 30 seconds to adjust from normal daylight to another level of light. Individual lamps on the table or candles give adequate task lighting to read the menu and see the food on the table. The lighting should not distort the color of the food or skin color of the customer. Lowered, suspended lamps should be adjusted to protect the guest's eye and illuminate the table and exclude the rest of the room. Next is guest rooms. They should also be well lit but not very bright. For bedroom, we don't require general lighting, but there should be adequate light in the different parts of the room. There should be the bedside lamp for each bed and these lamps may be wall mounted. This light should be enough for a person to be able to read a book. The light switch should be very near to the bed. There should be adequate light near the writing table and the dressers. The room should have a dim glowing light which is achieved by using incandescent bulb in the light fitting at the different points in the bedroom. Next is bathroom. Bathroom again should be properly illuminated. The lighting should be vapor proof and should have covering. The switch should be outside the bathroom and the light fitting should be in top of the mirror. This is done to provide full lighting in the room by reflection. Coming to staircases. Staircase again should be lit carefully with adequate light so that people can see the steps and accidents are avoided. The lighting used can be placed at different places like along the wall, below the handrail, or overhead lighting along the wall. If overhead lighting is provided, it should be placed at each and every step of the staircase. Public area toilets. This should be lit brightly as in case of guest bathrooms. Coming to corridors. These areas should be provided with subdued lighting but should not be dark. A dimly lit corridor can be scary for the guest and also a security threat. The lighting should be enough to see the room number clearly on the door. The types of lighting can be wall fitting, ceiling lighting, or bracket lighting. Poolside. The poolside does not require to be brightly illuminated because the water reflects the light. This encourages brightness of the area. Cloakroom and toilet areas. These areas should have diffuse lighting. This is enough to see inside the wash basins. The mirror area should be well illuminated. This can be done with wall fittings near the mirror and diffuse lighting from the top of the rest. Mirror lights and shades should be natural in order not to distort the makeup color. Kitchen. Kitchen and back area should be well lit for the staff to carry out their functions easily. Large amount of general lighting with the help of energy saving fluorescent lamp or HID lamps is required. Banquets. Banquets are area where people conduct social and business transaction. Therefore, there is a requirement of great quantity of good general lighting and specific area may have spotlighted. Example, the dance floor in a ballroom, the stage area and the podium. The uses of energy efficient bulb are very important. Generally, yellow light is preferred. Therefore, nowadays HID lamps with sodium vapor have become popular. Thus, lighting plays an important role in creating a right atmospheric beauty within an area. It should be decorative as well as functional. It should contribute to character and atmosphere of the room and adequate enough for general and particular purposes without causing glare or appearing flat and dull to achieve this in any given room. The direction and quality and quantity of lighting have to be chosen for the right effect and function. They normally have to be balanced. There has to be a balance between direct, indirect and diffuse light system. The amount of light required in an area depends upon the function of the area and on the main colors used in the furnishing and floor coverings. In the past, it was thought that rooms in a hotel should as far as possible give the appearance of home from home, but it is now realized that guests, while wanting to feel at home, expect something different in the way of decoration. But beauty is not the only objective in planning and furnishing a hotel. The ultimate goal to be attained is a successful integration of three objectives, that is beauty, expressiveness and functionalism. Thus, interior decoration is the art of decorating a room so that it is attractive, easy to use and functions well with the existing architecture. It should be a place which is comfortable for both the guests to stay and enjoy and also for the employees to work. I believe you would have understood the principles behind interior decoration and how each and every decoration counts in providing utmost satisfaction for the guest in a hotel. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you.